All right, y'all, sit down, lie down, squat down. But it's me, Belle Tellz. So I'm going to show y'all how I make my taco soup. All right, so you're going to need 2 pounds of ground beef, and you're going to need to brown them. While the beef is browning, I'm going to chop up 2 onions. So when I come back, we're going to chop them up. All right, so you're going to want to do 2 medium-sized yellow onions. I prefer the sweet onions for this. That's just, it's really a preference of taste. So I'm going to chop them up, put them in with the beef, and get that cooking with the meat. All right, so I've added 2, chopped up the onions. I've added them to the beef. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to start rinsing the beans that goes with the taco soup. And actually, while that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and add the 2 main seasonings you're going to need, which is taco seasoning and ranch seasoning. You will need 2 envelopes of both. Like one of each, sorry. 1 of the taco seasoning and 1 of the ranch. All right, so that is the ranch and the taco seasoning that I've added. And then I'm going to go ahead and add, you really don't need salt because there's enough sodium. So I'm just going to add the pepper, garlic seasoning, onion seasoning. And that is, of course, always to your preference on taste on the other 3. All right, so I'm going to take you over here to the sink, to the colander. And I've rinsed my beans before I put them in the soup because I like to rinse, get all the preservatives off. So you have a can of black beans, a can of red kidney beans. All right, so you want to rinse this. This is what I'm doing. It's just rinsing all the preservatives and all that junk off those beans. All right, so the next thing I do is add a whole can of sweet corn. I'll rinse those as well, just again to get any preservatives or anything that might be on them off. And then we will put them in the soup. So I've added the beans and the corn to the meat, and I'm going to give it a good stir and show you what it looks like. So that's what it's looking like so far. So now we're going to add the beef broth. I will add 32 ounces of beef broth to this mix. All right, so that's what it looks like with the beef broth. And the next thing I'm going to do is rinse off the olives and then add the olives to it. All right, so that is a can of olives, and I'm going to rinse those and then take them over to the cutting board and chop them up and then add them to the soup. All right, so I chopped up the olives, and I didn't chop them. I just cut them in half, and I added them to the soup. What I normally do, we'll cover this, let it simmer for a good 2 hours. And that will get put on the back burner for 2 hours, and I will let that soup just simmer and let all the flavors just marinate. And then I will post pictures of the soup when it is finished on my channel and also on my IG page. All right, y'all, that's a wrap. Please and thank yous are a must. Smile never hurt no one. Be cognizant of the things you say and how you say them, because kindness is priceless. Have a good week.